We took a handy victory over the San Jose Sharks in game number 1. It was a 2-0 defeat, as you can see there on your screen. If you haven't seen that game, well, now you've been spoiled. So the spoiler alert is out the window now. As FaceTime randomly opened on my computer. Thank you. I didn't even click on anything. That threw off my intro. We're going into this one with Riley Smith having contributed on the power play. We had 2 goals in that game. I have a feeling we're going to need more than that in this next one. All ready to do battle in the Shark Tank for Game 2, a place that we have become very familiar with doing battle against the San Jose Sharks in. I don't know how many playoff games we've played against San Jose in this GM mode, but it would be nice to actually get a running tally of what the record is between myself and San Jose in the playoffs in the GM mode, because we played each other. I think this is the 4th time we've met in the postseason. I could be wrong on that. This might be the 4th time we've met in the playoffs since I've started the GM mode. We definitely met in Season 2, and then we met the year that we made that run to the Stanley Cup Final. We met with the Sharks. I think that was in round 1, round 2. I don't know. The gameplay, the pace is off to a fierce start. Toulouse, windmill deke to the outside. Going to have to get used to saying that name, Toulouse. Shrugs one off there as he got it behind the net. Bertrand is played by Riley Smith, in a much better mood to do this game than when I did game 1 a couple of days ago. My schedule for the end of this week is about to get a little bit tighter, so it may become difficult to... Oh, that's a bad turnover. It may become difficult to record videos. That will be evident by the upload schedule for this, and that videos may not go out very quickly for this playoff series. Here we go. Oh, that's not where the puck was. We're really off of our game early on. The puck was not supposed to go there. And at that point, we probably would have been better off to ice it. We got to have some communication here between Ekblad and whoever. Oh, someone just got put into the net for Calgary. Who got put into the net? Brouwer on the zone entry. That's intercepted. It was intended for Stallberg. So we got the 3rd line out there. Is that the 3rd line? Checking line. Big time physical presence on that line. Pettit from the corner. It's going to be knocked down. We got to pick that puck up, Brouwer. We've been all in our zone to start this game. Brouwer going to dump it. Whole line going to go on a line change. Niemi will fair catch that, and it will be the first whistle. Almost 4 minutes into the game. Not far from being 5 minutes into this game. You can see that we just are not getting to the puck. It's Love with the bad play on D, wearing number 2. So that's the number he wears. I got to get familiar with all the names and numbers. So yeah, you can see it right there. 5 shots to start this. That's a shot per minute right now for San Jose. That's what they're averaging. We got to get our first one on goal. We got that forecheck rolling, which was a strength in game 1. That was probably the most notable strength for our team, is that I note that we're a great forechecking team. It's nice to see that we have that element of our game going as we throw this one off the back of the net. Ollie on the retrieval. Hanowski looking for a teammate. Seeloff joins the play. And as the defenseman dumps it in on Niemi off of the stanchion there. So it hits the curved glass and finds a way into the blue paint of the Sharks netminder. He had to be alert for that one. And a little point streak there for Riley Smith. He had the goal on the, believe it or not, on the power play in game 1. A power play that was probably our weakest spot in the regular season. Well, it was not a weak spot in game 1. I don't know, how many power plays did we have in game 1? We took advantage of one of the first power plays I think we had in the game. I think that was the first power play we had in the game. I see it. Rajala, but out of reach. It is an icing. Okay, so Burns will touch it for icing. I was not sure if they would give San Jose the icing on that. Peckham's already chirping the Sharks bench because he turned Gagliardi into a teal ragdoll on the side of those boards. Pasted. Peverly with those 90 rated face-off. Wins it with the skate. Now there's my little cut move across the middle. Lost off the stick of Cogliano. You know what I was trying to do, though? Need to get an official shot on goal. I'm not even sure if that dump-in counts as an actual shot on the net. But we'd need to get pucks flying in the general area of Antiniemi. And I'm watching closely the computer because I'm so nervous it's going to crash. And I think I know why. I think I know why it crashes, so I went to do a battery change, and I kind of messed something up when I changed the battery on my almost 10, it's getting close to 10 years old. It's an 8-year-old laptop that I'm recording on, so when I changed the battery, I messed something up, and also there's not a ton of free space now on that hard drive. I need to clear out the hard drive on that, and I think it's prone to crashing when the CPU gets overloaded because you got, on that computer, I have this game recording video software running. That's a shot on goal. What a save! I got this video recording software and the audio recording software running on the same computer, so it's a little bit much for the computer to handle. Toulouse wraparound, 5-hole. Not going in. So the point that I'm making is that I think that all the software and the processes, it does cause the computer to sometimes crash. So I noticed this, that if I record more than an hour's worth of gameplay and audio, it's taxing on the computer. So I have to stop the recording about an hour in, if I can get an hour into the recording. But anyway, I don't want to think about that. We've got to be focused on the gameplay. I'm just going to pass that. That was an interesting play. Hanowski was standing down there, so it wasn't necessarily like that was an ill-advised pass. The CPU are really good at defending and knocking down passes, and part of that is the difficulty. Part of that is also the fact that the interception slider is maxed out for both teams. That's because that's because hockey is a sloppy game, first of all, and you see a lot of turnovers in this sport. The game is very unpredictable. It's sloppy and unpredictable, and in ways that I don't want to see, with Salonen getting a quality grade A opportunity, Peverly is away. Now this would be a dump in. For me, that's a dump in. Didn't like what we had, didn't like what I saw. Vlasic is clean, but not with that interception by Peverly. Around the net, in front, and it is an intended pass for the man standing in the slot, who I don't know who that was. Man, this is really, you want to talk about a sloppy game. This is sloppy. Look at this, both teams. The Sharks are having sloppy drop passes. That one's knocked down. On the way out, can we send it and keep it in? No, we can. It is Pavelski. He kind of time-ported to get to that puck. And Love up the wing. Hanowski, the intended recipient. You can see the passing accuracy slider is having a big time, playing a big time role in this one. Ekblad from out behind his own net. We're going to go D to D. Love, I've got the pronunciation hopefully nailed down. Granlund ahead for Kostitsin, but it's a really poor headman pass. We're going to try to stay after this one. Did I see the coach trying to make changes to the strategy, or did I accidentally press a button? That'll be a dump in. Sagan with no problem. Okay, over to Ekblad, headman to Smith. How do you do the spinorama? That's like a half spinorama. Riley Smith taking off the puck. Way too easily there. Can we get to this? We do. Pull it back, and I see Smith waiting on the blue line. So that was really smart. He's a little slow here. Punch deep to get to the middle, and then laid his man out. Puck shield from Sagan. Sagan pulling back, looking for Riley. We're still looking for Riley Smith. Now there's Toulouse. Back to the point, back down low to Toulouse. Just going to try to kick that along the boards. There's the setup, but Sagan, he left his spot. He had his spot. Going to try to keep the puck in. Big battle here. Sagan. Deke to the middle, didn't work. Stripped off the puck. Couture has it, takes it away for the Sharks, and dumps it in. Full 200 feet and a line change. This is Seeloff, I believe I have control of. Brouwer, just a slap dump into the Sharks bench. That's good for me, though. I get a bit of a breath. I need a breather. Oh, I forgot. And it's even more intense because of the aggression slider and the pace of game and how intense these playoff series get. That I run out of breath a lot sooner than I used to. It's too much to keep up with. The brain power, you got to commentate, you got to play the game, you got to figure out what you're doing and have it all make sense on the ice as well. Have the words that come out of my mouth have to make sense, and the gameplay on the ice needs to make sense as well. It's really hard. You try doing it. Ollie gets help for that was actually nice. I like that. We drew the Sharks defenders to us. Now, you can see there's nothing to the middle, but everything to the outside. Rajala looking to... Oh, I didn't want to stop. Thank you, Rajala. He just set up his own body check. Ollie, a floater from the blue line. Rajala off the backside of Niemi. Not quite. That went off the back of the net. Trying to catch the Sharks netminder out. There's the dump in. Ollie, we have to anticipate. We're going to chop at it, and we failed. I believe that's Salonen. Stahlberg tried to pick it up. The puck goes from one side of the rink to the other. And it's going to be a bank pass for Stahlberg. We're really slow here. Stahlberg peels back and shovels it backwards. Trying to go backwards to go forwards here, I guess. I don't know what the plan was there. Rink wide. Laxo's wide open. Broward's going to get knocked down by Brian Bickle. Krajenzi, he's going to just end up basically dumping that in. Peckham in a battle. No one's skating. No one's skating. There it is. Eller. Got to watch that. Nice move. Watching that body check. All right. Stahlberg. No one's down low. No. Okay. Ekblad off of a body. And Bickle. I don't know what happened on that play. Bickle. Oh, what a run. What a run into that body by Ekblad. There's too much to keep up with right now. That's knocked down with the errant stick in the way. Granlund. At center is poke checked. Ekblad gets it up to Granlund, but not quite. Setaguchi intercepted. I should be anticipating more interceptions because we have seen a lot of turnovers in this game so far. That hit Granlund on the way in. Granlund rims it for Kostitsyn. Penalty coming up to the Sharks, definitely. And is it... Oh, it's a major! It's a major! Oh my goodness gracious. Who took the penalty? I don't know who this is, but it's Bertrand, and he is pissy biscuits over here about that call. He does not like it. It's from behind. That was egregious. Granlund is hopefully still in the game, but huge penalty taken by the San Jose Sharks star forward. Remember, he's the guy that came in here with 40 goals. I don't know what he is. If he's a rookie, that one just missed. Cleared, but hopefully not all the way down. Hanowski gets it. We're running out. Oh, I forgot about the time. Time's running out on the period. Knocked down by Sagan. Mueller will clear, or Mueller rather, and that's the period. But we will have a large chunk of time on the power play when we come out of this one. Pretty good little first period. No, again, a scoreless period in this one. But the Sharks are going to be killing off a major 5 minutes of penalty time. That shot was so bad. Oh yeah, I'd love to see a 5-minute major when it doesn't go. Usually these go against me, but I love to see when it doesn't go against me. So someone's serving it. Is it Wingles? I don't know who that is serving for Bertrand. We didn't lose a lot of time, and this is a real 5 minutes because of the penalty time scaling. So it's a real 5 minutes that San Jose has to kill. So let's take full advantage of this. Ekblad to Hanowski. Now back to Ekblad, our star defenseman. All right, good shot on goal. I like it. I like it. As long as it's on net. Now let's keep that unit out there and let's just do big things. I was going to say something and I already forgot what it was. It'll probably pop up in my brain in a moment. But our power play that was a weakness, this is not it. This isn't what I was going to say, but our power play that was a regular season weakness. We need to find a way to make it a strength right here. So that's Riley Smith that got to it first. I'm just looking up top, over Ekblad, over. Oh, Riley Smith just missed it. I mean, he just barely did fan on it, and I hate it because we actually got the pass across the rink there. Ekblad doing big things on this power play. He looks like the captain of the power. He looks like the quarterback of the power play, leading the charge here. Ekblad back up. Oh, not through the seam. Back up top. I wanted it to go to the top of the umbrella, but we're going to change things. We don't have to keep the same unit out there the whole time. All right, Ekblad, nice little escape move. He'd be better off to skate this himself. Get out of the freaking way. Ekblad to the back door. How did we not score on that? Rajala just didn't score, and it ends up being forced back out behind the blue line anyway. Ekblad again, another escape move on the wing for Rajala, but out of reach. Icing? That's frustrating when we ice the puck like that. We've almost wasted half of the 5-minute man advantage, but I don't understand how we didn't connect on that. It looks like Niemi got over and took the post away at the last moment. We gotta at least get one on the man advantage. We have to get one here. Like, this just feels like one of those scenarios where you gotta be successful with at least one. Talusti skate. Skate. And he got a shot on goal. Burns was hunting him down on the back check. First unit, get back out there, and a second power play. Sure, Ekblad had a lot of time out there, so I don't want to keep running him out there when we have a second unit on D to use as well. And these penalty killers are going to get tired. Hopefully they get tired. McEwen with a good clear. Love has to go the full length to get this, basically, for all intents and purposes. All the way up, bank pass finds Smith. We're going to cut across the middle. There's our little puck shield. Laxo picks us up, though, nicely. Love from the middle of the rink. I don't know what you guys are doing on the power play, but this is not it. Get yourself sorted out. Down low to Love. Love on the backhand. And it is cleared. Very, very frustrating to watch this power play go to work right now. I don't know what we're doing out here. Sagan finds Smith. Smith get to the middle. What a move. Smith down low. Sagan the one-timer, as he just found it was loose there. And that'll be a change of personnel for the Calgary Flames. We're going to try this. Yeah, that was a dumb pass. Should have skated it. Yep, I don't think we're getting one on the major power play here. This is pretty embarrassing, to be honest. Talusti with a brilliant stick lift. And Talusti skates it in. Shoots. The rebound there for Rajala, but cleared, I believe, by Burns. We're going to rim it. Oh, that's delay of game, actually. And that's definitely not scoring on the major. And now we're going to be killing a minor penalty off. Thank you, Peter Mrazek, you absolute knucklehead. Oh, you know what's going on? My right stick is a little goofy on my controller. Uh-oh. Not a good time to have the controller goofing up on you. And maybe that explains why we didn't score on the power play. Nice hit there, Ollie. Out to Sagan. I'm going to try to do a little move. Sagan with the move. Back to Ollie. Got to load up the gun, and he did. Now you can argue I probably should have shot that with Sagan. Now this is a big moment in the game. Sharks kill off the penalty, and we got to get out there. Nice hit. Lovely hit there. And rimmed around and out behind the blue line. Burns has to dump it in. Sharks are offside. We can kill a lot of time here. What are they doing? All right, San Jose, you got your own strategy. I'm going to flip this down. It's going to find Niemi. That'll definitely be an icing, or a whistle, rather. And I can't believe that no one tried to take my head off for running into their goaltender. That was a lovely play by Seelov. That was really well closed off in the corner. Do not let these guys get any advantages. And this is why I've got Peverly killing penalties, if he can win the faceoff, but he didn't. You know, bring him here to win faceoffs, and he doesn't really seem to do that very well. At least when I'm in control of the team. He doesn't seem to do that part very well. I don't think I've won many faceoffs with Peverly in the first two games in the series. Find it, Mrazek, he covers. So now I got Sagan. And Sagan can't win it. I just have two centers that can't win faceoffs on a PK, and a big D-zone draw as well at that. So Sagan's darting. This is gonna work out well. This is gonna work out. Whoa! Get it, Ekblad. Okay, that's fine. Cover for him, and we killed that one off. That's just wide of the net. Back on with a deflection. Petted a couple of times. Well, Love is doing some great defending there. Rimmed back in. That was probably the right play for San Jose. I'm going to try to kick it. Oh, wow. That's not where I wanted to kick it. I'm going to shoot that up there. Kostitsin skate into it. He did. Didn't get a lot of help here from Talusti. Knocked down by Talusti at center here. It is played by Pavelski back to Vlasic. I got to get back on my commentary game now. We missed the major power play where I needed more focus. I just got to get back on focusing on my commentary as well. So up, headman, that's way offside. Gosh, The stretch pass, because of the passing accuracy, it's so hard to freaking hit the stretch pass in this game. But if you do hit it, man, it pays off. But, yeah, you got to hit it. That's the hard part about it. I'm going to give up on that play for the defenseman. This is, I don't know who that is up on that play. Lars Eller? Salonen on the wing, a dump in. Going to pay a heavy price for dumping that in, though. That's the way we need to play this series. Oh, who is this? This is Brouwer. And he can't find a way. God, the goaltending in this series is immaculate. Just great poke checking, but we couldn't get it back there. Mueller will dump it in. Laxo, we need to just retrieve this. Oh, that's going to... Oh, Pettit scores. It squeaks out in front. And he's been around it for the last few shifts. You just had a feeling that he was going to come through for his team. And the Sharks have their first goal of the playoffs. Yeah, first goal in the series is on that play. You knew that eventually they would get on the scoreboard, and there it is. A loose play out in front where the puck is behind the net. Watson kicks it out in front. Pettit answers. And the Sharks have a lead as well. First lead in the series, first goal in the series. Time to answer back. Peverley wins me a big face-off at neutral off of that goal for the Sharks. Rajala, short side, denied. Not likely to score on the short side from there. Back to the point. We got to work this. Ollie. Seeloff just winds one up. It falls right in front of Niemi. Well, you want to talk about another player that's kind of been around it today. Rajala's been around it. So have a keen eye on him. He might score. Oh, he knocked it down, but Salonen gets it back, throws it on net just to test Mrazek. Seeloff with a hectic play to flip it up near the blue line. Rich Peverley with those old-ass 37-year-old legs skates it up. Hanowski, cutback move to the back door. It's going to run off the pad of Niemi into the corner. Keep this forecheck going. Don't give up on a play. Even if San Jose gets possession there, they're going to dump this in again. Gain that line and dump it in. That seems to be their thing. Not gain the red line and dump it in. Gain the blue line and dump it in from the attacking zone blue line. A shift move from Kostitsin, but he turned it right back over. Dumping again by the Sharks. They love their dump and chase game. Eller runs into his team. Thank you, Kostitsin. Freaking goofball. Low IQ play, buddy. That could have been a... It is. Only a minor penalty. I had a feeling that could be a penalty. As soon as I saw that hit, I was like, nope, Eller's going to the box for sure. Definitely a penalty. Definitely a board. The thing is, for me, is if their team is going to dump it in, I want to hit them if they're going to dump it in. You're going to dump it in. You're not going to get away with it without paying a price. I want to make you feel pain in this series. So, shorthanded, just shoot it off the rush. We don't have to try to set anything up. Just shoot it off the rush. That's fine with me. Sagan to dump in back on net. Just get the puck back into the zone. If we can hem them in, even better, but I'm not trying to go for offense here. I'm really not. We need a goal, but I'm not trying to go for it shorthanded. Couture by the side of the net. And it goes out behind the blue line. That was a break for us. Hand it off to Bickle. We'll kick this down low for Cogs. And I just want to clear it on the backhand. Of course, Bickle will keep it in. That's a massive keep in. Down the rink. Perfectly done and right on target. Peverley make him take a face-off. Anyone going to take a run at Peverley for that? Look at the size difference between Burns and Peverley. Killed most of this penalty off. No harm, no foul right now. I did like the physical play from Eller, so I don't disagree with the penalty call, but I also don't disagree with the penalty and the play from Eller. This physical message needs to be sent in this series. Did you see Mrazek on that save, by the way? He was kind of rotating as he was hinging on the post. So it was a good thing that didn't go in. I knew that was going to be the pass, and they do go offside. Okay, big break because Gagliardi, he would have been in, and he has been somewhat of a thorn in our side in playoffs past. He had a big goal, or two at least. He had at least one big goal, maybe two, the last time we faced off in the playoffs. He was a big part of that San Jose Sharks victory over us in 5 games. Yeah, they won in 5 games last time. I want to return the favor this time around. Ooh, I hate those rebounds. Ekblad is tied up on the leg of the Sharks player. I'm just waiting for my guy. And it's Eller. Okay, no dangle happening. Oh, well, we had Niemi out. Even though we didn't succeed in the dangle, we had him out. All out for sorts on that. Off the pad of Niemi again. Not the first time we've done that in this game. That goes back through the goal crease on the breakout. What is San Jose doing here? We nudged Setaguchi. We nudged him a couple times even after the whistle. And the Sharks go offside again. Okay, I thought we would look at the other Eller play that we had just before that, but that's the play that we see, is the pass that went off the pad, and we're looking at TJ Gagliardi for some reason. I was not ready for the linesman or the referee. Is there a linesman in this game, or is it just referees? I think it's just referees in this game. So technically, the referee, I think, dropped the puck there, but I was not ready for him to drop that puck. Yeah, there's two Is there one referee? When did that's a big question. When did EA add all the officials? Because I think it's just one referee out here. It is. When did they add all of the officials? Oh, that would have been sick. What a play by Kostitsyn. Trying to rag it. In front, Kostitsyn. Robbery. Robbery with the stick. What a save by Niemi. We need a replay of that, EA Sports. I want to see how close we were to scoring. Kostitsyn, I believe that was. Headman pass to Lusti, right on the mark. Windmill around. To Lusti to the back door, but Sagan was tied up. Little playmakers out here. Calgary playmakers. Get in there, Riley Smith. Takes a nice, easy nudge. Not a penalty. Kicking along. Smith helping him out. Back down low for Sagan. Sagan to Smith. Goal! Yes! Riley Smith. Second of the playoffs, and the point streak continues. Well, that was a very patient setup by the two of those to orchestrate that out from behind the net, and it is a backdoor tap-in along the ice. Sagan to the forehand pass, and a backdoor forehand tap-in for Riley Smith. The man that we have brought here to score goals is doing exactly that in the playoffs. He has 2 goals in 2 games now, a goal in each game. That is going to get us right back in the game. A big back-breaking goal for San Jose. Just pin it right here. That is lovely stuff. And we are tied 1-1 going into the third. Not the first time these teams have been tied going into the third period of play in this series. It happened in Game 1, except it was a 0-0 tie that was broken on the power play by Riley Smith. And he breaks the scoreless drought for the Flames in Game 2 as well. But this time at even strength, trying to use that ass, baby. As he went for the big hip check. That's a painful dump in. Rimmed around. Love lets it go. And it's going to, goodness great, this would bounce off of Peter Mrazek and just cover the frantic play beginning now in front of Mrazek's crease. We got a little extra action after the whistle. I forgot I was supposed to turn fighting on. Well, fighting isn't turned off. Well, the fighting slider is set to a minimum, so it's effectively turned off, even though it's not actually turned off. These guys just don't want to fight for some reason, but it does get rowdy after the whistle every once in a while. Just wanted to get rowdy in a bigger way. We have to throw fists at some point. These teams are now rivals in this series, this GM mode series. These teams are officially rivals. They see each other enough in the playoffs. And both teams have at least won one series against each other in the GM mode. So there is a bit of something to it, to the rivalry. What a move by Stallberg. Cut back against the grain. Over to the point man. Peckham lets it go. He's letting it fly. And that was a really bad pass. It goes all the way back. There's a helmetless Shark on the ice somewhere. I know that's a funny sentence for me to say. But it is behind the net now for Peckham. Looking for that breakout play. It's Brouwer. And that's a good dump in. Good time for the dump in. Stallberg chase it. There's your helmetless Shark. It's Irwin. He just let it go so Mueller could get to it, but Mueller with a sloppy play. Krzyzewski finds a breakout partner with Salin in here on the dump in. Past the helmet. It is vacant on the ice surface. Kostitsyn around. Up to Granlund at center. In the center zone. Does a windmill move. He's very familiar with that play, but he couldn't set up Kostitsyn. on the backdoor. Sagan rather. Ekblad in deep and now handed Bickle a breakaway. That's not what I'm paying you $8.4 million a year to do, Aaron Ekblad. Is certainly not in the playoffs. What is going on out here? Hanowski had an opportunity to chase this down, but Vlasic first man to it, obviously. Hanowski is going to continue to hound Vlasic on the breakout. He's making some great plays there at center. And Bickle, again, the Sharks with that tactic of we're going to dump this puck inside the blue line, an accidental button press, but it worked out because now look who has it, Riley Smith. The cut up, the ability to avoid all the body contact in the world, and he got the puck on the net. A save challenged by Riley Smith, saved by Niemi. My commentary really falling off now. I'm losing my brain power. What was that play? What was the plan with that? I don't know what the plan was with that, but Sharks are, again, having to force this puck back into the zone. It hasn't worked once. It hasn't worked yet once, San Jose, that little dump and play inside the blue line. Oh, what a block. Huge. That was Sagan with a huge block. Now it's going to be a stuff attempt right in front of Mrazek. The play has really broken down for Calgary and San Jose, and also my brain power has really broken down. I am losing my mind trying to play this game. All right, I'm gonna do the San Jose tactic better than San Jose does. We chip it in. Rajala is bodied, but he holds on to it, so we are doing better than they do. Hurdle wearing a different number than I'm used to. Headman pass intercepted by Watson. Slaps one on. We can play this. Probably shouldn't have, but we did. Peverly at the center zone. Peverly behind the net for Rajala. No one there to set up a one-timer or a play with. We go behind the net, but way too hard on the pass. Peckham's out of position here. He got up way too far, but he came back enough to make a destroying hit, and the fans are not happy with it. Peverly trying to do that toe drag shot. Way to be on that rebound by Laxo. Headman to Eller. We got a dangle, and Lars Eller has some hands like you have never seen before. There we go. Keep forcing that puck behind the net. They can't defend it. Down low for Brouwer. Brouwer would have been good to give that up to Eller, who could have given us the lead. We were way too patient with the puck behind the net. Pavelski a dump in. He's given a friendly nudge. Dangerous pass for Kostitsin, I'm aware, but we're going to dump this in. Wide of the net. Picked up by Vlasic. Pretty clean for the most part. Good play coming back through Hanowski. Should have just chipped the puck in. Hanowski leaves it there for Granlund. The return for Hanowski. Hanowski to Granlund. The stuff attempt will not go. Oh, we should have been on that. Could still be on it, but no, the Sharks have possession still. Salonen the dump in, and that's going to be a line change. San Jose on a line change. We'll slow the game down for just a moment. I can catch my breath as well. The team on the ice and myself can all catch our breath. We're going to dump it in. We're going to line change as well, but I think our retrieval game is really strong. Hanowski behind the net. No one's going there because Sagan, of course, is tied up. I wouldn't mind seeing more active D on that play. There we go. Smith, stick lifted, found Talusti. To the back door to Sagan, and it wouldn't go in. Sagan low to the ice again. That play has just not quite gone past Niemi tonight. We've had a couple opportunities where we've looked for that one-timer along the ice surface. A penalty is called. Did he hit him too hard? I don't know what the... Really? An elbowing. He just hit him too hard, basically. The referee said that's not allowed here. Not legal. Goodness, what a bad call. And love is in the box. You don't love to see it. Certainly don't love to see the controller disconnect right before a face-off, but that's actually not a bad time to have it disconnect. Pavelski, penalty. Oh, we've taken two of them. And it's a two-man advantage coming up for San Jose. Peckham to the box now, always good for a penalty in one of these critical situations in a game. And that was a controller. This is how bad my brain is right now. That was a CPU player that did that. Thank you. Theo Peckham, I didn't need you to go take a penalty. We have Love sitting in the box right now for a penalty that shouldn't be. And then he's going to go and add to our penalty killing woes here as we have to kill off a 2-man advantage all of a sudden. Laxo, great play. Just get back on D. Let Peverly handle this. This is Peverly's job. He'll handle that. You handle the defending. Switch with me, Ekblad. Ekblad, that's your guy. That's your guy right there all the way. Krajenzi to the net. Back to Irwin. Do we take? I'm taking it. Sagan, I believe in your abilities. I'm giving you free reign here, buddy. I don't believe in your abilities anymore. I believe in them enough to kill most of that time. No Setaguchi. I'm on you, buddy. Ooh, as long as he puts those rebounds there, I'm fine with that. Sagan clear. Sagan clear. Yes. Know when the time is to take an optimistic opportunity on offense. I'm telling you, my brain really doesn't work right now. This is probably the worst time for me possible to be recording this, as my brain is just fried. Part of it's just the gameplay, part of it's the speed, and the fact that the AI are also so much better with the aggression turned up. I have to, it takes more brain processing power just to play the actual gameplay. Add in commentary to that, my brain just doesn't work anymore. Trying to find words to describe what I'm trying to describe is extremely challenging at times. But we killed the penalty off, so that's a good news. I haven't even been retroactive in trying to change my lines or control who's on the ice. Oh, go, 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 go. I'm going to dump it along the ice. Well, that was not along the ice, but it was in the zone, and it wasn't out of play. That's the important part. We got the retrieval. There's your little rewind behind the net. Give and go play. Granlund could have won the game right there. It was intended for Hanalski. I wasn't expecting Granlund to have that. Laxo defend. Tight defense. Not tight enough. Peckham on his spot, but it's Setaguchi. Sharks have a lead. Uh-oh. Now the gas pedal has to be down. Firmly. Foot firmly down on the gas pedal. There is still time. Great play, and it was just an unlucky bounce. Fantastic play by Peckham, but to the wrong guy. It just went right to the wrong guy in the wrong place on the ice. That could be massive for this series. I've still got my timeout in the back pocket, still got my goaltender pool, and I'm going to hail a lot of pucks on net right here. We got to get the puck first. That's important. We can't do anything if we don't have it. So Ekblad, there's the puck move. Rink wide, get it, Sagan. Up, yep, that's the guy I want shooting the puck right now. Riley Smith, Toulouse. Oh my God, it hit the post. It was right between the legs. You got to love the things this first line is doing. It's not time for a timeout yet. But I'm going to leave them out there. Let these guys cook. And Toulouse almost cooked. So this is going to be our missed opportunities. There's going to be that slap shot that went way wide. I know it. Oh, that's the backdoor play to Rajala. That's the chance that just happened. You see where the puck was from the overhead camera. So a quick win and a shot. Well, Toulouse is really trying his hardest to win or win this game, tie this game. And, man... Bless his soul. He's trying. That was a great effort off of the face-off win. We won it clean back, and it was laying there for him. But you don't have any other option but to quickly shoot it. And it did give Niemi a lot of trouble. I don't think we won overtime. I don't think I can process overtime right now. Oh, that would be so stressful. But for the series' sake, we need this. We need to get back in this game if we can. Toulouse tried. Okay, Peckham tried to poke check it. Are we going on a scrambled line change? We missed the pass. Icing? No icing. Icing waved off. That really helps the Sharks, actually, for that to not be icing. Oh, just shoot it. Yeah. Oh, my God. No way. That hit the crossbar. Back up top. Peckham. Laxo, shoot. Yes. Make him cover. All right, we're going to get my first line back out there. You want to talk about your missed opportunities? We hit the crossbar. That may be in the replay right here. Please show that. No, this is the Laxo shot that just happened. That was not much of a save. That was not much of a save from Niemi, but I don't know what the call here is. We got our goaltender pulled. We just need to basically win it clean back. I got Sagan to take this one. And we need a quick shot. I should have a left shot right behind Sagan. So just a quick shot. Hit the mask. It hit the mask. CPU player just took a penalty for my team. A tripping penalty to one of my CPU players. Pet it toward the empty net. It goes in. They don't even need the power play. So San Jose is going to win this one. They're not going to defend home ice, but they are going to take a pivotal game on home ice to even the series at 1. And isn't that his second goal of the game? He had a 2-goal game with that empty netter. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Someone took a dumb penalty behind the net. We didn't prevent them from advancing up the ice. We got 1 goal in this game. It's clearly not going to be enough to get just 1 goal, but whatever. We're just going to push it, play for pride here to the end of the game. Talusti, he wants to get that goal. Riley Smith trying to score just to give us some mojo going into the next one. And Ekblad clears. That's the game right there. Frustrating loss on the road, but we got to come back home, and we just need to win 2 at home, and we will be up 3-1, no problem.